Hey everyone, it's Marc with MainWP. If you've been around the WordPress community for a while, you know that I have been here and around WordPress for like 15 years or so. So I've been around the block. And those of you that know me know that I don't generally like to represent anything that I don't fully 100% believe in. One of the reasons that I got involved with MainWP is because they have a similar operating philosophy to everything that I believe in, which is to stay in touch with the customer as much as humanly possible. Now, with a company that has tens of thousands of users across the globe, that sounds like an impossible task. When every single person that works for the company feels as strongly as we do about staying in touch with customers, it really isn't that hard. And as such, we have several ways in which you, the community, are able to contact us and communicate with us. What I want to talk to you about today is something that maybe a lot of people overlook a little bit. And that is another way to communicate with us that really impacts the future of our interaction with our customers, the future of the product, and the future of your workflow and how efficient it can be. And that's our early release program. Have you ever asked yourself, why does this button do this? Or, I swear I did this yesterday and it worked. Yeah, same here. That's the whole reason the MainWP early release program exists. The MainWP early release program is a way for you, the people who are actually using MainWP in the real world, to tell us whether or not something is confusing, doesn't work right, or just plain looks weird. And the best part is we actually listen. I know, they listen, right? Everyone says that. But at MainWP, the whole team actually does listen. Every MainWP team member actually treats every single inquiry, every single thing that comes in, as if it is the only inquiry, even though there are tens of thousands of users all over the world. You're not just user number 387246, you actually have a name, and we treat it that way. The early release program is a great way for you to communicate to us what's working and what isn't. And by taking part in the early release program, you get to impact the upcoming release. You don't have to wait for maybe the next release. So if something that you're using in production is a bug and you need to submit a bug report, that might take a release or two before it gets noticed. But if you're involved with the early release, you can give us feedback immediately, and it is very likely that that is going to get resolved before the final release. But the thing about the early release program is that you get access before they go live. You can tell us what's working, what's broken, and like I said earlier, whatever is just plain weird. While a lot of people may not necessarily want to take the risk of installing an early release and seeing if there's problems and it causes issues with their workflow, they're actually ultimately saving time and effort overall, because by letting us know, we can fix it and have it resolved quickly. And no, you don't need to write a novel. You don't need to go crazy with bug reports and all of that. You can just tell us essentially what's going wrong, like it was working yesterday, or hey, this looks a little bit off. That's it. You don't have to be a developer. It's pretty easy. It's kind of like being in a secret club that's not so secret. And instead of a decoder ring, you get to help shape the tools you use every day. Not bad, right? And here's the coolest thing. You're not just helping yourself, you're helping a global community of WordPress users who are trying to manage their websites in the most efficient way possible. So I'd really like to encourage you, if you have the ability, to take part in our early release program. All you have to do is go to our MainWP early release page, which can be found at mainwp.com/mainwp-early-release. Sign up, and then you're on the list. We'll give you all the updates you need as they happen, and you'll get to have a huge impact on the future of MainWP. Thanks for watching.